Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the one and only. Today I'm coming to you with something a little special. The iPhone XR was officially released today. Now, a lot of you people may not even know that a new iPhone came out today, but I'm here to give you some pros and cons about this new phone that just came out. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Well, here it is. Dang it. Well, here it is. The iPhone XR in all of its glory. So I decided to get the blue color just because, I don't know, it seemed like it was the best color for me. So here at the bottom we are going to have matching blue Apple logo. On the side we're going to have our blue Apple branding as well. Nice attention to detail. Up as well, a matching Apple logo, and you guessed it, a matching blue iPhone logo on the side. On the back, this is a 64 gigabyte version. It's going to tell you everything that comes included with your ear pods, your lightning adapter, a fast charger in the box. So let's go ahead. We pull this tab right down here, make it real simple for us, and man, the sound of that plastic coming off. All right, and let's make this suspenseful. Dang, I thought the phone was going to be in the front. Never mind. So we do have our literature packet right here. So we are greeted with hello. And once we open that up, we are going to have a few instructions on how to get started on iOS. And since this is one of the iPhone 10 style phones, it is going to give you some information on Face ID, and also we are going to get included also a SIM ejection tool. So this is going to come included with my Verizon version. That's a little weird. This normally only comes with the unlocked versions. Regulatory information, and then of course the coveted, the one and only Apple stickers. Can't forget these. This is the most important part. All right, let's set that all aside and let's get right to it. So we're going to have the beautiful iPhone XR in all of its glory. Man, that's a really nice color. That's looking really nice. It's probably the cleanest it's ever going to be. But let's set that off to the side for just a tiny bit and dig here inside. So we're going to get our ear pods, and this is going to come with the lightning adapter. Now, very interesting, this is not going to come with your headphone 3.5 millimeter jack to lightning adapter, so that is going to be missing this time in this package. So Apple, come on, man, what are you doing? $10 adapter that we're now forced to pay separately for. RIP headphone jack. Wish they'd include that, but they don't. We also are going to get our lightning adapter right here. Standard, been here since the iPhone 5. And lastly, like I had mentioned, we are going to get our little dingy 5-watt adapter. It really is a shame that Apple isn't including the bigger wattage charging bricks so that we can fast charge our phone. There we go. The iPhone XR. So let's go ahead and peel the plastic. Beautiful. And there we go. That's your iPhone XR. We are going to have our volume rockers right here, our mute switch. On the bottom, we are going to have our microphone, our speakers, our lightning port right there. Over here on the side, we are going to have our SIM tray, and it's positioned slightly lower than it normally is. That's a little weird. Up here, we are going to have our sleep wake switch, and on the top we have nothing. On the back we are going to have our Apple logo and our single 12 megapixel camera right here, as well as your iPhone branding. And wow, this is a really nice premium looking device. Alright guys, now that we got the unboxing out of the way, we can jump right into this mysterious new phone that fell out of nowhere. No, I'm kidding. This phone was announced, but it's crazy because not a lot of people knew about this phone coming out. There was hardly any hype about it, but rest assured, this is a really good phone that you should definitely consider. So I'm going to give 3 good points about the phone and 3 bad points about the phone in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get right in. So number one bad thing about this phone is it has an aluminum construction, which just means that it has cheaper components to it. So the iPhone XS and the XS Max are going to have your stainless steel construction. It's going to feel heavier. It's just going to feel more premium. With your aluminum casing, it's going to feel much lighter, and it's not going to feel as premium as, say, the XS or the XS Max does. Now, to some people, that might be a good thing since the aluminum is going to be a lot more sportier. You can take it and rough it up a little bit at the gym because the stainless steel one, after a while, does get scuffed up. Let's move on to a positive note about it. This phone has the exact same chipset, the same internals as its older brother and sister. So it's going to be rocking the same A12 Bionic chip. And what that means is that this phone is going to be a powerhouse. It's going to be able to handle every single thing you throw at it, whether it be multitasking, whether it be watching YouTube videos, or even high intensive gaming on this phone. It will be able to handle it. So it's crazy that Apple put its same chipset into its quote budget lineup for this year. It's crazy, but it's good for us as the consumer. Let's move on to my second thing that I don't like about it, and that's the single camera lens system. So it's not going to have your wide angle telephoto lens system that your 10s and your 10s Max is going to have. Now, with that being said, this phone is going to take some dope pictures. Don't get me wrong. This camera is excellent. Where it's really going to fall short is definitely in those wide angle shots. If you're looking to record video in wide angle, that's where you're going to have a little bit of trouble, especially with that digital and optical zoom. You're just going to have a much better experience on the 10s and the 10s Max. Again, that doesn't mean that this camera is bad. It's actually pretty good. But if you're taking a lot of pictures, and if you're just someone who loves taking videos and pictures, you may want to consider that before picking this up. Now, a second good thing that I like about this phone is just the size of the screen. This is going to be rocking a 6.1 inch diagonal to screen. And to me, that's the perfect size. The 10 size, the 5.8, is just a little too small for my taste. The 6.1 is just perfect. Now, I love my 10s Max, but sometimes that huge 6.5 inch display gets in the way, especially when I'm driving and I need to shoot a quick text, or say that I am at the gym and I want to change the song real quick while I'm running. Sometimes it looks a little too bulky. And with the 10R, it's just the perfect size at 6.1. I feel like you're going to fall in love with the display size. It's bigger than the 10 and it's smaller than the 10s Max. It's just a really, really good happy medium. Moving on to my third and final bad gripe that I have about the 10R, and this is probably going to have to be the biggest one, and that's the screen. So this is going to be rocking a different technology than the 10, the 10s, and the 10s Max. Those phones all are going to rock OLED technology. In other words, the pixel density on those phones is top notch. The blacks are as black as they can get. Is going to have such a rich, vibrant color gamut. All your colors are going to look so vibrant on your OLED. Now, that's not to say that the screen on the 10R is any bad. It's just that it's an LCD. So if you're already coming from an iPhone 10, and if you're to pick up a 10R, it's really going to be an eyesore because you're really going to miss that OLED panel and you're going to notice a huge difference. Now, as far as the pixel density, it's really not as bad as people make it out to seem. This liquid retina display is actually one of the best displays I've ever seen on a smartphone, on an LCD smartphone, that is. And so with that being said, if you're worried about the screen resolution or the screen in general, just hit up your closest Apple store, man. Screw the haters, dude. Go look at it for yourself. Don't believe the negative hype. Go in for yourself. You're a very bright-minded individual. Go in and make your own decisions. Don't let the crowd influence your decision. The screen's not that bad. That's all I'm going to say. And then finally, a good, and my last good thing about the iPhone XR is its price point. Now, by no means is this a budget phone, even though Apple claims it's its budget phone. Not a lot of people have $750 laying around. However, if you're anything like me, my only go-to choice was the iPhone XS Max, which starts at $1,100. So when we compare $750 to $1,100, it's a different ball game. Even though this is $750, when you compare it to the XS Max, the screen size on this phone is the perfect size for me. It has the same internals. It has a fantastic battery life. However, the drawbacks are the camera, the screen resolution, and the construction of the phone. So, honestly, this phone is the best bang for your buck at $750, especially for the people who buy their phones on monthly contracts and you're paying monthly for it. That's where you're going to notice the biggest difference as compared to, say, the iPhone XS Max, which, by the way, can be configured all the way up to about $1,500, my guy. You could buy two 10Rs with that Apple. The heck is the matter with you? Well guys, that has been my review on the iPhone XR. I think this phone is definitely worth a listen. I really do think that people aren't giving this phone enough credibility, and believe it or not, I think this is going to be a bestseller for Apple this holiday season. It's a fantastic phone, it's a powerhouse, and it has amazing battery life. The only drawbacks in my opinion, and the biggest, are definitely going to be the screen, which I, as an OLED user, just cannot go back to an LCD screen. The camera, which I do take a lot of pictures and videos, so that's a big one for me. The aluminum construction isn't that big of a deal for me because, as a matter of fact, I like hitting the gym a lot, so that's actually a good thing for me. But on the premium aspect of it, that's where they lose me. Well, anyways, guys, I really hope this video was informative for you guys. There's a lot of great content coming out pretty soon. My YouTube is up and coming, so I would appreciate any and all support. Go ahead and smash that like button. Hit that subscribe with the bell notification, and I really hope to bring you guys more amazing content like this in the future. And with that being said, guys, I really hope to see you guys soon in the next one.